Most people think getting rich is impossible. They believe it's reserved for the lucky, the privileged, or the geniuses. But let me tell you something most people don't realize. Wealth is much easier to achieve than you think. I've spent years studying self-made millionaires, analyzing their habits, and applying their strategies to my own life. And guess what? It works. But the difference between the rich and the broke isn't just about money. So today, I'm going to break the myths that keep people broke and show you a simple but powerful strategy that can change your financial future forever. I promise, stick with me until the end, and you'll leave with a completely different perspective on money. Let's get into it. Before we begin, please subscribe to the channel. We are truly dedicated to providing knowledge that helps people break free and build their empires. Now, let's start. We've been told our whole lives that wealth takes decades to build, that we need a perfect career, multiple degrees, or a business idea that no one has thought of before. But in reality, that's a lie. Wealth is about making small, consistent, smart decisions every day. It's about understanding how money works, how to make it work for you, and how to avoid the traps that keep people stuck. The truth is, money is everywhere. It's being made and lost every second. So the real question is, how do you position yourself to take a piece of that? That's exactly what we're going to cover today. The number one reason people stay broke, they think like everyone else. Most people wake up, go to a job they don't like, spend money on things they don't need, and repeat that cycle for 40 years, hoping for a raise, a bonus, or some miracle that never comes. They follow society's safe path because they think it's the only way. But the reality, that mindset keeps you stuck. Wealthy people question everything. They ask, is there a smarter way to do this? They don't just follow the script, they rewrite it. If you keep thinking like the average person, you'll get average results. The moment you start thinking differently about money, about opportunities, about success, your entire financial future shifts. If you dedicated just 30 minutes a day to learning about money, investing, and wealth building, I promise you, you would be ahead of 99% of people in just a year. Think about it. That's just half an hour a day. Less time than you spend on social media, watching Netflix, or doing things that don't improve your future. Here's how you do it. 10 minutes reading a book on money or business. 10 minutes watching an educational video or listening to a podcast. 10 minutes writing down your financial goals and tracking your progress. It's not about making massive changes overnight. It's about stacking small, consistent wins. The rich understand that. Do you? I need you to understand this. If you don't believe you can be rich, you never will be. Every self-made millionaire I've met had one thing in common. They believed they were capable of achieving more, even when others doubted them. The way you see yourself determines your future. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm bad with money, or I'll never be rich, guess what? You're programming your mind for failure. But if you tell yourself, I can learn, I can grow, I can change my financial situation, you start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. Self-belief isn't just about motivation. It's about rewiring your brain to take action. And taking action is the only thing that moves you forward. If you're not reading, you're falling behind. Period. Books are the fastest way to learn from the smartest people in the world, people who have already figured out what works. Instead of spending years making mistakes, you can read a book in a week and get a shortcut to success. Here are 3 books that completely changed my perspective on money. 1. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Opened my eyes to how the rich think about money. 2. The Psychology of Money. Taught me how emotions control financial decisions. 3. The Millionaire Fast Lane. Showed me why traditional career advice is outdated. If you haven't read these books, start today. They might just change your life like they changed mine. Most people fail at their goals because they set them too far into the future. The problem with long-term goals is that they lack urgency. Saying you want to be rich in 10 years doesn't force you to take action right now. Instead, set 30-day challenges that push you forward immediately. Want to save money? Challenge yourself to cut out all non-essential expenses for a month. Want to start a business? Dedicate the next 30 days to learning, testing, and refining an idea. Instead of just aiming for big, vague milestones, break them down into daily or weekly actions. Short-term, focused goals create momentum. Let's talk about lifestyle inflation, the hidden enemy of wealth. You get a raise and suddenly you upgrade your car, move into a bigger apartment, or start dining out more often. Before you know it, your expenses have caught up to your new income and you're stuck in the same financial situation as before. Rich people don't increase their spending just because they make more. They increase their investments. Then there's credit card debt. Most people don't realize that paying only the minimum balance keeps them trapped for years, making banks richer while they stay broke. And let's not forget impulse spending. The treat-yourself mentality is what keeps people struggling. True wealth isn't about restricting yourself. It's about controlling your money so it works for you, not against you. If you want to build wealth, you have to master the art of saying no to things that don't serve your future self. Once you master the basics, level up, find ways to increase your income, invest more, and build passive income streams. The key to building real wealth is scalability. You start small, but you always aim to scale. Step 1. Increase your active income. This could mean negotiating a raise, getting a higher paying job, or monetizing a skill. Step 2. Turn active income into passive income. Take a percentage of what you earn and put it into assets that make you money while you sleep. This could be real estate, stocks, businesses, or digital products. Step 3. Reinvest and multiply. Wealthy people don't just stop at one investment. They reinvest profits to create multiple streams of income. Wealth isn't about making a one-time lucky move. It's about consistently scaling your financial game step by step. Success isn't about lucky. Wealth isn't a lottery ticket. It's a compounding effect of consistent actions. The biggest difference between successful and unsuccessful people is not talent, not intelligence, but the ability to stick with something for years, even when results aren't immediate. Building wealth is like going to the gym. You don't see results after one workout, but if you keep showing up every day, you'll look back in a year and realize just how much progress you've made. This applies to investing, building a business, learning a skill, everything. Success doesn't come from one lucky break. It comes from playing the long game, making smart decisions repeatedly, and staying in the game longer than everyone else. So if you've been bouncing from one idea to another, waiting for a quick win, stop. Pick something, commit, and be consistent. Because the people who do that, they're the ones who actually win. All right, let's wrap this up. By now you've learned that wealth isn't some impossible dream. It's a formula. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to come from money. What you do need, discipline, consistency, and the willingness to think differently than the average person. Everything I shared with you today is useless if you don't take action. If you got any value from this, hit that like button. It helps more people find this video. Also, make sure to subscribe because I'm dropping more game-changing strategies every day. And trust me, you don't want to miss them. Most people will watch this video, nod their heads, and move on with life. But the few who actually apply these lessons, those are the ones who will be financially free. Are you going to be one of them? Let's make it happen. See you in the next one.